All right, and we are live. What's going on, you guys? Anybody that's here, first, second, appreciate you. And anybody who's watching the replay, go ahead and comment any questions you have down below. Greatly is appreciated. But we are back here with another live stream with Antonio
So guys,
with the fresh cut, actually.
yeah, welcome back. Well, I think we didn't do nothing last week, but we're back.
Yeah. Every time we end the stream, we're gonna try to do it every week, but then I leave the state or something. But I'm not gonna be leaving the state. Oh yeah, we're gonna be talking about that later on though. But as you guys can tell from the title of the stream here, how important is networking and reselling? Um, we're gonna be talking about our experiences and some upcoming events that we're gonna be going to, specifically next week. FlipCon, Harry Tornado, and Phoenix Resells networking or reseller networking event, whatever you want to call it.
Flipcom, it calls.
FlipCon, yeah, we're gonna be going there. But first, to answer the question, is networking slash or how important is networking and reselling? In my opinion, I think it's very important, um, and not just reselling, just in general. So, mm, the reason I think it's important because you get to connect with other people who do exactly what you do, and it's great. Just me and Antonio here. We networked at a Ross. I saw him reselling. And then I went up to him, I talked to him. While it can be a little nerve wracking talking to people, um, it gets easier the more and more you do it, and it pays off. We've become great friends. We're doing live streams on YouTube now, and that's just one example. But another example I want to give is like you have people that you can either call them or text them. You get a fast response. Excuse me, and whatever problem you have, they may have already dealt with it
Yeah,
and all that good stuff. So that's just some stuff I can think of in the top of my head, but um, I think it's really really important that you network.
and yeah, I think I didn't realize that when I start doing this, because pretty much before like was pretty lonely. It was a pretty lonely work too. Like you don't talk with nobody. Mostly the employees like Ross, Marshall, outlets, etc. But after like it started getting more and more like in outside, it actually is really good, and it's really important in this business or whatever for many reasons. Even like you can sell more, or you can get somebody that sells you like wholesale kind of bulk, or you know how Kevin said, like if you met somebody that have like double the experience that you have, they already passed to the things that you are passing right now, and like you can ask, you can be bothering the person, but like you can ask some stuff, some stuff are really general stuff that sometimes you don't know and others know. And yeah, in the principle, yeah, join a lot of groups that you can, people that do the same stuff that you do. um Follow people on Instagram, post some pictures sometimes like people say, oh, I'm going to post the picture of this shoe because like somebody's going to see, I'm going to go to my Ross. Like that doesn't matter. Nobody's going to be at the Ross at the same time as you or everything. um and that's pretty much how some people start to meeting other resellers. um and that's pretty cool. The other way, like when you already are in a little more different level, you can spend some money like we're doing right now. Like I will start to spending money this year to go to conventions or other states or some stuff like that. But and pretty much this year, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't go to any reselling events last year myself.
yeah. um and this year is the one that this is my first like convention in general, but oh, this is going to be my first one. But because of Easter, and we got, how do you call it, connection, we just made friends, and we got the friends in Texas. We got Sebas, and we got really really good friends with him, and we went to to Houston or to Texas, if they want to. And he was there, you know. We got a hotel and stuff, but he pick us to pick up us to go to the outlets and stuff. We hang out. We make a friend. Then we met somebody else, Mr. Eddie. That's another, like, because
Connection or networking.
because of Eric, I have done a lot of good flips, like in whatever brands. Like he's a pro. Like he's in another level that we are right now. Every time that he said like buy this, it will sell. Buy it. Believe him. Everything that he said will sell. Like like a 2 weeks ago, East Bay got like a sale or whatever, and he told me like buy this convert. I went back and I bought as much as I can. I think it cost me like $40, like $43 with taxes, and I've been selling them for 120, 110, like really really cool and really fast. Like on 7 I raised all three, and in 2 weeks maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we got then another friend that is in North Carolina, and then we went to the clearance store in there, and like he told us like how's the movement in there and etc. Like we're trying to like meet people. Sometimes it's just not enough inventory here, or we just want to meet other states and meet other people, so just hang out.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a good excuse. All right, Eric, take it easy. Appreciate you coming in for like a minute, but yeah, I mean, it's an excuse to go somewhere. Sometimes like, but one of the another things that I do want to touch on that you said, reselling, like it is lonely when you don't know people, especially like people near you or in person, IRL, in real life. Because not a lot of people, let's say, well, reselling in general is starting to like be popular now. Like everybody's a reseller, everybody flips stuff on the internet, etc. But usually it's not people's jobs, or like people don't. Not a lot of people actually do it. Um, and it is lonely. So like you want people to talk to, um, and things like that. And so that's why I started like going up to other resellers and talking to them and getting their contact information. Just so I can talk to somebody about reselling, like because I know not everybody's the same either. I can ask them, hey, what do you sell on? And he's like, oh, somebody sells on Amazon. Antonio only sells on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. eBay, Poshmark, and Goat. Sorry. This other reseller only sells on Goat, etc., etc. Um, and yeah, it's just about meeting people and also gaining knowledge from them, because when you talk to different people, they've experienced other either they experience more than you, or they experience different things um, that you probably don't know. And no matter if it's like their business model is different or anything like that, a lot of people can learn from each other. um, and that's why every time we go out, it's kind of funny. Me and Antonio go to the outlets a lot, or 2 times a week, and we see like other resellers there. I'm like, and like usually when it's like a reseller that looks approachable, I'm like, hey, let's go up to him and let's talk to him, get his contact information. Um, and then we do it, and then most of the times, we get an Instagram, we get a new contact, not necessarily for like business stuff, like oh, this dude's gonna make me money or anything, just to have it, because those are the people that are there at the stores when we are sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes there's some people that tell us that like no, that it's for a team, like that you buy five of different kind of stuff. Like, it's for the team. Just
Yeah,
some.
it's kind of funny. Like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, we were at a Nike, and it was us. We were doing a bulk buy. This is when like Nike had a really good sale. Um, and so we were buying a lot of pairs of shoes, and then there was another guy in there buying a lot of shoes too. And from the looks of it, he was talking to somebody on the phone, like on FaceTime, showing them the shoe and stuff. And he was just buying them, like, okay, cool, look, a reseller. I've never seen him before, or at least I don't think I've seen him before. And then and we were checking out at the same time in line, and I asked him like, hey, bro, what do you sell on? And he's like, oh, this is for a team. I'm like, oh, for real? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I actually believed him, because like he had like metcons and stuff. So I'm like, maybe a college or a football team or something. Not sure, but then the dude pulled out a
That's it.
tax exemption certificate, and I'm like, this is not for a team. Like, you don't got a lot of people. I understand if um you don't want to talk to people, but like,
Yeah,
I think he just didn't want to talk to us.
yeah, it's just weird, but yeah, I don't have any problems. And most of the people here, that I have met, I met in the store pretty much. Well, like for example, to Eddie, I met him by Instagram, but them like we went like search together, and what I also know, I met him in Burlington. I was picking some clips, his too, and we talked. And now like we talk all the time. Like we have him in the group that we have in Instagram with just a couple of friends there talking about reselling, and he's there, and we share the same information. He went today to Burlington and find like 9 cleats, and you know it's fine, it's good. He we are competition, but I'm not going to go outside right now to get the cleats like him. I was doing something else. It's just pretty cool. Like I was like that before, and I just saw that it just doesn't matter. He was there in that time, and I mean, he went today. I'm going tomorrow. He's not. I will find it too.
Yeah, and a lot of people, especially, get scared or they're concerned about resellers that are near them because they're competition or they're gonna take their items and stuff. Um, but from the looks of it, we have a lot of like people here that we know that don't do the same stuff that we do, or they don't pick up the same shoes we do. They don't go to the same stores that we do. We just happen to have met them at that store in one day in particular time, and then we never saw them again.
Or they
Um,
buy something different, like you know.
yeah, completely like something that we're like, no, we're not gonna buy that. They buy it, or something that we're gonna buy. Like, oh yeah, give me 10 pairs of that. They wouldn't touch it. Um,
Yeah,
and that's that's the thing where I'm like, if you're concerned about other people taking your stuff or not taking your stuff, but other people, or if you're concerned about competition in your area, um, like it's really not that big of a deal. You can't stop them. You basically can't do anything about them. So, um,
yeah,
might as well not be concerned unless you're like at the same exact place and time and you guys like there's only 5 shoes and like it's very
they
different
had to be,
scenarios.
they had to be like a Ross kind of store. Yeah,
Yeah.
but even like when we met, we were not even in the same stage of reselling, and you got first in the store, and I got more shoes than and it's just like some people different. Like 3 weeks ago when like stuff was getting to Ross, um, it was a pair of Elite size 13, and I found it in like the women aisle, and it was nothing else in the store, nothing else. It was like a leftover. I believe like another reseller leave it. I saw, oh, and it's a size 13. It's a horrible size for soccer. It's horrible. Yeah, yeah. If you are like a star, like you just start, you don't have so much money, you have to be picky about it. I wouldn't pick it either. But like for me, $30 in a shoe, it just doesn't matter anymore. I will take it anyway. I sold it like the same week for 109, a $275 shoe that people sell it for 200. I sold it for 109 because of the size. It doesn't matter. I made less profit because I don't. I care, but I just want to move it. And I believe that somebody leave it, and now that store, somebody have the store, somebody track the store. I used to go before a lot. Now I change more to outlets. I don't go that frequent. Like every time I go to the store, shoes are already like, a main shoe that is good, but it's a horrible size is somewhere. Or like, for example, I went yesterday, and it was only one of the golf shoes, the Nets percent. I was only one. I was like, oh, like nice. When I saw it, it was because it was dirty. It was like used. I was like, oh, that's why they leave it, because it was a good size, and that's the only shoe in the store, like, and the only shoe worth it in the store. Like
Yeah.
somebody knows, like, not right now when they restock and they always there, and like it's fine. I mean, I don't care because well, I mean, I care because I have to. I went. It's really near to my house. I pass. It's like, I always in that way, and I just stop it. And before I was copying. Like right now, I just not go as frequent to Ross. We do more outlet stuff, but it's okay. I mean, I found 18 pairs of those though in another different stores, but um, yeah. I mean, back to the FlipCon. I mean, for me, I think it was going to be a really, really cool experience. I hope so because I like a big resellers are going to be there, so much bigger than me and so much bigger than we all like both together. Like a daily refinement, Rincy is going to be there. Even Harry Tornado. I mean, it would be cool to meet him too. And I know that a lot of people, and only with daily refinement. Like, I mean, it's pretty pretty cool.
Yeah, we got Rodriguez in here typing the question emojis. We got Maria, how you doing? But yeah, I mean that's another, like we were gonna get into it, but Antonio already said we're going to FlipCon. It's next week. I'm not sure the days, but
Wednesday 24 and 25 and Thursday 25, 25th.
we're going to Charlotte. We're gonna be staying there. We're gonna hit the Nike clearance store, and then we're gonna go to the. We're gonna be there the day before. Gonna hit the clearance store, check it out.
Going to meet our friend that is over there.
We're gonna
So
be meeting Oscar, um, and then we're gonna be sourcing, and then all that good stuff. Uh,
we should
I'm
tell Matt.
excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited to go.
we should tell Matt to come. But
Yeah, I told Matt that I'm gonna be there next week. He didn't tell me that he was gonna go, but but
sometimes he's in his life, like he's like work.
yeah. But yeah, we're going to FlipCon. It's like I'm not sure what to expect of it because with a lot of these conventions or meetups or whatever you want to call it, it's just stuff that gets repeated over and over again. You already hear it, but after all that, maybe you take away something good, and this is just I'm speaking from experience. I've only been to one event, a reseller meetup or um, a reselling event, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of it's just repeating the stuff you already know,
Yeah,
and like other people saying it in their own way, and that's it. One of the things I'm more excited for is the networking, meeting the people that Antonio said, that are going. Daily Refinement being one of the big ones, Harry Tornado being the big YouTuber, Renzi, Ryan and Lindsay. Um, who else? I think Not Your Dad CPA is going to be going there. A huge reseller
I'll see.
slash accountant that does resellers taxes. So just a whole lot of people dealing with Dalton as well. Just gonna be great to meet these people after seeing them behind the screen or on Instagram for I don't know the better much of 2 years that I've been reselling. So it's gonna I hope it's gonna be a good experience. I know it is, but you get the nerves of talking to people, and when you're around like so many people, it kind of gets tiring. Um, Georgia asks, Giorgio asks, "What are you guys having for dinner tonight?" I had some sandwiches. Not that it matters, but yeah. And there's also going to be drinks there, so
Uh,
free drinks.
well, for me,
I can drink. What the heck?
but you don't.
I don't drink like that, but I'll take some free drinks.
Well, you know who's going to be driving that day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no.
yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
hope.
go ahead.
I hope. I hope it's good. Um, yeah. Chet May already said free drinks. Well, I mean, it's free, but we already paid for the ticket. Yeah.
Yeah, we paid $300 for the ticket and all, but
Yeah. I
it
mean,
is what it is.
yeah. I hope it's worth it. And I believe that it's going to be worth it. Just meeting people is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know, it's going to be cheaper to go to North Carolina to chat with Daily than go to California.
Yeah, for sure. My
Also,
man's coming in pretty far.
yeah. Also, like Daily Refinement tomorrow is doing like I don't know if you saw his video. He's doing like and whatnot. Like he's like a virtual stuff. Like you buy a raffle for $1, and you had a chance to win a travel like a trip to him,
What?
and he's going to like teach you pretty much for free. He's going to like pay for the ticket, the travel, and he's going to pay you for the hotel and everything.
That's lit.
Yeah, he put 5,000 like uh availables and like yeah, about one.
Sheesh.
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool though. You
yeah.
know,
You can buy it like you can buy it like if you want like a that team, you can
but for
he
all of them.
he's charging $2,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, $2,000 to do everything. He will pay for everything already, but it's $2,000.
Yeah, it's tough. I
It,
mean, not a lot of beginners. I mean, I don't know if it's for beginners or I don't know. I'm not
it's for
speaking to them
everybody,
though.
but like I would say like I wouldn't pay $2,000 right now that I know how to do everything. It would be cool see how he does it because
Yeah,
he's so more efficient that I am. I know that because he has so much more experience. But I don't want him to teach me to pack. Like I know how to pack. I can watch your videos. I know how to pack.
yeah,
I know teach me like how he does like pretty much the network part and how he get like wholesale stuff to him and how he buy that's like like for I mean I know like for you and for me like our dream right now is like to have the inventory coming to us instead of us to go and pick it up. It will be like a dream come true if he tells you how to do it.
yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Like we were talking about earlier, if you want to have inventory come to you, or let's say you can get an employee, or get a reliable supplier that you're just gonna buy inventory from. Um, and even Daly talks about it. Like over the years, he's built up all these connections that they come to him first most of the time, and then they talk, and then they make a deal and all this stuff. Um,
Yeah,
and that's where another thing like networking gets you that. Like
that's
speaking from experience, just from I don't know how this supplier found me or something, but I have a supplier now. First, he was like supplying me with Hokas and stuff, then some Adidas, then some. Now we're at $300 backpacks for like the weirdest Goruk. I don't know Goruk, that brand is so expensive, but and this dude heard of me from looking at my YouTube videos, either that or my social media. Um, and I'm not too big on social media. Like I just have 1,000 followers on Instagram, and on YouTube I just have 1,000 subscribers. So like you don't have to be huge for people to recognize you. You just have to put stuff out there. Um, Sometimes people will come to you.
and also you have to be there and you have to take the opportunity. Like sometimes a lot of people are counting me like are so afraid of like doing those kind of stuff, and never know what's going to happen if like if the products are real stuff. And I mean with him we have like a super cool experience. Even like sometimes he's late, he tells you I'm late and he chips like one day, or like he give you like one extra shoe sometimes. So like he's like really cool, like really cool customer service. Like even though like a kind of like a we care, but like we don't care. It's like it's 2 days, 2 days that the team doesn't arrive, and 2 days later or something like that. But he cares, like, and it's pretty cool. You have to take every opportunity you see. Not take, like you have to study and like you have to like be there. Like
Yeah.
just don't let stuff pass and pass and pass.
Yeah, when he came to me first, I'm like, bro, what the heck is this? Like he wanted to sell me like some Hokas. He's like, I'll sell them to you in bulk. I'm like, I bet. And I'm like, how much? He was like $50 or something like. And keep in mind, like, I know what Hoka is now, but before, like last year in like what was it, like almost August or September, somewhere around there, I didn't know what Hoka was. I didn't know it was a great shoe brand to have and like to sell. But back then I was like, I don't know this, so I'm just gonna. I
Yeah,
looked it up on eBay and I'm like, they're not selling too good or the best. So I was like haggling the guy. I'm like, I can do like $30 per shoe. He's like, oh no, $40. I'm like, oh, $45, $50. I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't know. And
yeah,
then I had to do a transaction through eBay because I was scared, but it all went through. And then, we're still doing business to this day, which is great. Almost a year later.
yeah. Also, like and, like you pretty much you search and like you see that the same hookah website is $130 better, like, and he's selling you for $50 like the first time. It's like it sounds sketchy, like, but it's all good, and also I knew a lot of hookah stuff because Rinsley always like resell used hookahs, and I was very familiar with them, but it's really difficult to buy hookahs for below retail brand new. It's not easy, but it's easier to like finding good wheels kind of stuff like that. It's way easier.
Yeah. I mean, and I think this is the only supplier that I've, actually kept. Oh, I've never had another supplier reach out to me, or else I would probably be talking about them. But yeah, he's the only supplier that's reached out, and that we've done deals, and everything's gone great so far. Um,
Guy.
yeah, Eddie's in here. What's up, Eddie? But yeah, I mean, back to the FlipCon stuff. Um, Oscar, one of our friends over there at the clearance store, Nike clearance store in Charlotte, told us that his store might be good for when we go. Because when I went, it was okay. It wasn't the best stuff that I've seen. Um, but hopefully this time it's a little bit better, and I'm gonna be a little bit more picky and like more like I'm not gonna be picking up stuff that
If
I'm gonna be making 10 or 15 bucks on that I'm doing right now. Like I'm picking up stuff that I'm making $15 on average each shoe. But over there I'm gonna be doing hopefully buying a little bit more
Bobby, Bobby, Bobby style.
yeah, Bobby style. Like if there is enough, like I'll be buying stuff. If there's nothing, I'm just not gonna buy it because um I'd rather like buy more shoes over here than be like buying a lot of trash stuff over there.
Yeah, it
Um
happened like Houston.
yeah, I mean Houston, it was just an experience. So I was like, I'm not gonna let it go to waste. We flew here, we flew to Texas to go to that clearance store. So I'm like, might as well just pick up some trash. Like, why not? Um,
I got so much trash in there.
yeah, but it was cool. It was cool. Checkmate says I got a nice bulk deal recently from Instagram.
That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like sometimes you have to like put stuff like be present in social medias and stuff. Uh, it's like good right now. Like again, like sometimes be uh self-employed resellers is gets pretty lonely sometimes, and if you can learn from others for free, or to don't make the same mistake. I mean, I think it's worth it, to spend some time on IG or Twitter or whatever.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like with the content, like that's probably a whole different stream. Like probably a good reason to post content. It kind of goes with the networking thing. Like more people see you, more people get to know you, more people message you. The more people you meet, the more connection you have, the more you get to network. And that's actually how I came to actually start networking with people is doing social media. They started
Yeah,
like before I was like, if people don't talk to me, I'm not gonna talk to them. But like now it's like I'll talk to anybody about reselling. And it just
yeah,
doesn't have to be about reselling either. It can be about anything, but mostly that because that's what we do. So
yeah. But putting like the things like the putting like content or something on Instagram, like again with the example with Eddie, like Eddie posts like some like vapor matches that he found on Marshall, or some donks. I don't remember what it was. He always got in those. He got in one of the pages that is like a profit finds or something like that. And he said like they sometimes put the location and they put like Alana. I was like, what the fuck? Like he got this and here like, and then like I kind of recognized the store, but I didn't know Eddie.
yeah,
From there, I started talking to him in there. And it was pretty cool. Also, like right now, kind of with whatnot, we kind of like doing that too, because before that, like at least you're doing videos, but for me, like nobody knew my face before that. And now and whatnot, like a lot of people know who I am, a lot of people get there. uh see you, maybe buy you something, or no, I don't care neither. But like before, like before we knew who was Hustle Hat, but Hustle Hat or Glenn, let's say, didn't know who we were, you know. Like now,
Yeah.
like they know who we were. You know, we met B in person. We met Grail Kyrie and
Grill Caviar, the man.
we have met a lot of people in there, you know, like, and it was pretty cool. Like we like 1 month ago, last month we went to a sneaker com too. That's where we met, and these two, and you know, we went to like we talked with B a little bit. We couldn't meet Hustle Hard in person because he had a problem with his flight. But you know, like right now, like he doesn't answer all the time, but sometimes he answers and stuff. I already have done business with him, you know, some shoes. I mean, it's good. I mean, I lost a lot of money on whatnot, but it's been positive too for a lot of other reasons.
Yeah. With the whatnot, since it's such a new platform, like everybody knows each other. So if you're in somebody's live stream, you go every live stream and comment, they're gonna know you and they're gonna know your name. And if you stream on whatnot, they're like, oh, go to Chamo stream. He streams next Wednesday or he streams here on two. Go follow him like DFW sneaker fan. I don't stream on whatnot anymore, but I go on his stream and I say, hey, what's up? He's like, oh, go follow Kevin. He
Yeah,
streams on
I
whatnot
want
too.
I want a giveaway from him, a shoe like I sold for $160. I got it for free, you know, like, and they know who I am, and you know he's big, and I just have so many questions about reselling, and I went to Israel and I talked to him. He gave me some answers, you know, and that's really cool too. That's why I'm telling like networking is important. It's very important. You can solve a lot of problems for free.
Yeah, and you don't have to necessarily go through that um through
Also,
those issues or those problems. Um, and I was talking to Iffy today. You guys don't know him. I have a video coming out with him. When me and him and Antonio went to the store. It's coming out on Saturday. But Iffy's one of my friends who does Amazon. He mainly does grocery and stuff. He doesn't do a lot of FBA, a lot of merchant fulfill. Um, but today we were talking, and he said that he's bought some courses. Talked to some people who are gurus who basically don't sell at all on Amazon, but like he bought their course or something, and when he tries to reach out to them again, like they tell him, oh, it's like 1 hour, like for 1 hour is $500 for a call. And like, um, you know, if you were to know people in the space, the Amazon space, you can call like if you know them like that, if you're cool with them like that, you can call them up and ask them a question. You don't have to go to
or
some
DM.
guru, yeah, or DM them. You don't have to go to some guru. You don't have to, be like talking to people who are like, okay, if you want to talk to me, it's $100 an hour. If you know somebody like in the space, if you met them at an event, met them through social media, you DM them. You don't have to go through all of that,
Yeah,
so
like
you can get your questions
Rodriguez.
answered.
Rodriguez will answer you something, you know, about Amazon. Miles will also, you know, answer you. Maybe they don't going to answer you right back, but you know, they going to answer you one day or another.
Yeah.
Like I remember that I sent a message to Miles like, bro, like 3 months ago, and he responded me like last week.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I don't even know what I asked in that moment. Like it was funny.
We need to get Checkmate on the stream one day. He's a really, really cool dude. I met him in Miami. And he's killing it on Amazon, so we
And
should
he's
definitely get
always
him on.
here though. Like we should just bring him
Yeah.
next time.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, we got 10 people in the stream.
That's it.
Matt, we also need to get Matt in the stream. I forgot to ask him today when Oscar said he couldn't make it. Matt, we're gonna be in North Carolina on next Tuesday through Saturday. So um
We're going to be
we
in the
sh-
store.
yeah, you should I think he goes to the store like every something, like goes every Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. Matt, we want to meet you, bro. We want to meet you in Charlotte. And we know you'll be going up there. So we talked to Matt on Instagram. I met him through YouTube, through his YouTube content. I was like, God, this is so cool. Like, people reselling and stuff.
Yeah,
And
at that reseller.
yeah, and whatchamacallit, and he's in North Carolina, pretty close to me and Antonio. Like it's a state right next to us, or like 2 states up. Um, and we talk about reselling. And Matt gave me a shout out when I was a little baby YouTuber. I'm still a baby YouTuber, but like when I had like I don't know how many subscribers, he gave me a shout out. And just because I talked to him on Instagram and I asked questions, um, that's another part of networking. Like people do stuff they don't have to do. It's just great.
Yeah.
But Matt, let us know when you're going to the clearance store next week.
Or try to go like Wednesday or yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe not Thursday, but Friday, Saturday we're going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also need to do like a Atlanta reseller meetup or something. There's a lot of resellers here, but they don't resell on well, the thing about reselling, it's so broad. Like people resell hype sneakers, people resell bricks. Like me and Antonio, I say we flip a lot of bricks. Bricks have a lot of different definitions. Like I classify a brick as like in a regular everyday Adidas shoe or something, but also some hype shoes or release. Sorry, not hype shoes. Some release shoes are considered bricks as well, which I personally don't buy. So I'm like, sometimes when I talk to people, I'm like, oh yeah, I just sell bricks shoes, and they think I'm talking about mids and like Jordan ones or Jordan one lows or something. I'm like, nah, I'm just regular everyday shoe.
Running shoes, pretty much.
Yeah, don't give them the spot, man. Nobody's gonna go to the clearance store. If they are, they already know it's there. So, but yeah, next week we're gonna be in North Carolina, chilling.
Yeah,
Um,
I believe we're not going to be in YouTube next Thursday because it's like the convention is Thursday is like the big day. I don't think we're going to be able to do a live stream.
Yep. I'm not sure if the convention is going to be live stream itself. I doubt it, but it's going to be cool if they have like a video setup going on there.
Believe a tornado is going to do something about
Hopefully.
yeah.
Matt says he hardly goes to the clearance store, bro. You're sleeping, but you don't. We don't have. See, that's the thing. We don't have the same business model.
But he does a
Um,
lot of used shoes too, and he got Jordans and stuff and
yeah,
Google.
Platos and stuff. Like once a week. Go. We're gonna be there on Tuesday and Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday. Go one of those days and let us know, so we can actually meet up, chop it up with you and Oscar if we can.
Yeah, we can have some lunch or something like that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, networking with resellers is one thing. Networking with the store employees is another. I think that's another thing I should talk about. I personally don't talk to a lot of like employees on a personal level. I don't be like, when I go to a reseller, I'm like, hey, like I talk to them like, what do you sell on? What's your Instagram? What's your phone number? I don't do that with employees because, well, sometimes employees have done that with me. They ask like, hey, you're a reseller, like, oh, can you give me some shoes or whatever? And I give them my number. Like they ask for my number, sorry, and and that's just how it goes. But I don't go up to like to employees and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, can I have your number and you can tell me when you can put out the shoes? Like, I, I don't do that. A lot of people, have tips on how to like, you know, talk to people or employees. But I just think, especially with Nike outlets and or the outlets that we go to, like we don't need to do that. Like the stuff is already gonna be out. Not on Nike because a lot of times the Nike employees themselves buy the good stuff and they wear it. Um,
Yeah, you just have pretty much you have to be nice with them, and I mean every time I say hello, how's going, like whatever, just don't be mean or don't be like don't say
weird.
hi to them or like just be cool and they're going to be cool with you. Sometimes they know that we go all the time and like they
They
like
come up to us.
yeah, they go behind us and take the shoes that we pick and like they take it to the front and we don't have to carry that. Sometimes they just like open a cashier only for us, just to like don't bother the regular shoppers. That stuff matters a lot for me, because like it let us like do our job easily, and they don't have any problem with us like buying 30 pairs of shoes. That is what you're allowed to get. um Sometimes, because they know, they tell you alone, they tell you, hey, I got this today, or like the good truck is coming like next Friday or something like that. Like you don't have to ask, they tell you, because they know. So sometimes the managers really want to sell, like they just really want the stuff to get out, that they work less, it's just sell fast. But it just depends on the person. Like sometimes there's another stores that they don't let you do nothing, or they don't tell you nothing, they're annoying, or whatever, like. But
Yeah,
sometimes it's fine, right now, one of the Adidas store that we go, it start to getting a little annoying, but like a more restrictions and stuff, they still don't care that we're there and we do, but like it's getting like a little bit more new rules, new stuff. We can't use
yeah,
the touch exam there. It's a little annoying, but
yeah.
still,
That Adidas is just a weird store.
yeah, still, we're happy, and we know everybody there. Everybody there, when they see us, like they know like where our shoes are going to be, like where we put it, and they know that, for example, we don't use bags or stuff like that. That's really cool, and that means a lot.
Yeah,
And yeah,
I
and
think with the employee. Go ahead.
yeah, no, no. I mean, you have to be nice with everybody. You have to say hello, like you know, just
Buy them donuts or something one day.
yeah.
I know a lot of people do the gift card stuff. I'm I
Apparently,
would love to do that, but I don't know. Like, I would have to ask the manager, like, hey, how many employees are in your store right now, and then I have to go get the gift cards and then go back the next day. I mean, that's a little bit,
we
but
did
you got to go above and beyond sometimes.
we did that with Converse last year in December. Remember?
Yeah, we gave other Commerce employees some Chick-fil-A cards and stuff like that. I mean, we should do it again this year, but like, there's nothing there right now. Like, they haven't had a sale in a long time, but it's okay. Um, it's just a thought that counts. And the Commerce employees have always been super duper nice to us. So
Yeah, you don't even need that. Like, be a plug. They're really nice already. Like,
yeah, yeah. Um, Matt asked, "Have you been to the Nike factory store near North Carolina in Charlotte?" No. You want to try to hit it? Because I think like 20 minutes from the clearance store, so just a regular factory store.
yeah, what I saw is like a one in the way that, like, like,
Yeah, I
not
know.
Atlanta, North Carolina. That is one in South Carolina that I can see it from the highway. And I was telling Kevin before that I would like to go.
Yeah, I
Um,
think. Yeah,
yeah, depending on the time. If we have time, if it's not too much in the clearance store, we go. But if it's enough in the clearance store, that I believe it's going to be, I don't think I'm going to move from there.
yeah. I mean, also the clearance store. I didn't stay in there. Like, maybe we can hit it and then come back to the clearance store. Like, it's not like
But it
because
depends, because we're
it
going to go to
sucks.
the convention too. It's going to take us time.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about like on Tuesday or like Friday or Saturday. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, yeah. Also, shout out to probably he's not here, but shout out to Edgar. Happy birthday to him
Yes,
today.
Edgar's
UXP
birthday.
seller. He don't post too many stuff. Like, you won't know who he is, but he see that video one day. Happy birthday.
He's a big baller out over there in the Texas clearance store. So shout out to that man Edgar. Turned 22. Sheesh.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah. But I mean, what you call it? Climbing mountains. Oh, Matt says that Nike clearance store over there has refurbished. I could give a shoot about refurbished. I
Some
don't source
they getting
refurbished anymore.
annoying. Yeah, they're getting annoying. And most of them right now are getting like really damaged, or always they have to be like a very good shoe. I mean, I'm still picking up if it's a good shoes or cleats, or have to be good. Have to be good enough.
Yeah. Either right now, like all the good quality refurbished stuff is getting picked up by other resellers and we don't know it. But like lately it's just the quality on them has been trash. Like
Yeah.
it
I
says
mean,
like new, but it's dirty and like, I'd rather just not deal with that. It's like basically buying new shoes. Climbing mountain as How do we get extra discount off the Nike outlet? So if you've have never been to a Nike outlet and
They don't know
you're a
you.
new, yeah, they don't know you, you can use a 15% off first buyer discount. Um, Depending on the Nike outlet you go to, some let you use it if you do a bulk buy, some don't. If you're only buying like 3 shoes or something, I'm pretty sure they'll let you buy it. But um, you can do that. You can't really get too many additional discounts at Nike. I know there's like the Apple Card gives you 3% cash back on Nike purchases, and I think that's about it. Like
Well, like right now
usually,
they have the 20% in all the shoes if you're like a Nike member, you know.
yeah. Last week they had an additional 20% off if you were signed up for their Nike, like the Nike member, or like that means you just have an email with Nike. That's about it. But right now, as we're speaking, there's really no too much extra additional discounts that you can get. This is just that 15%, the 3% cash back, and that's it. And if they have like a clearance like on the back wall,
Yeah, 30%.
yeah. If you have like
I mean, 2 weeks ago, like for a month, when they had the back to school, pretty much it was almost everything was 40%, and that's the biggest Nike discount I ever seen since I'm a reseller. You know, most of the time it's until 30, and that's it. It was 40% for like a month, and like I bought around like 500 pairs in 2 weeks. Yeah, we took advantage of that. Um, I was good.
yeah, it was great.
I was good.
But you can get additional discounts at Adidas. At the Adidas store, you can buy them if you have
Did you
points.
ever buy before? Yeah.
If you bought at the Adidas store before, you have an Addy Club account. If you spend like I think like $25, you get 2,500 points. With that 2,500 points, you can buy a
15.
20% off or 15% off coupon.
Yeah.
And then you know, the more and more points that you have, so like with 8,000 points, you can buy a 30% off coupon. And that coupon stacks with the in-store discount. So that's what we use all the time because we have so much points on our Addy Club account. We can just keep buying them over and over again.
That is
But
really
with some,
easy to get points though.
yeah, but the problem is with people who are just starting out or that just have a fresh account, they need to buy just
You
regular
know,
discounted shoes.
you need to get a pair of Yeezys and then go to the store.
Yeah, that's 100% true. I'm not gonna lie. You should buy a pair of Yeezys and then go buy a coupon in the store, buy a coupon on the Addy Club account, and then go to the store and buy a couple pairs so you can get to that 8,000 points that you can buy the 30% off. And then when you have a 30% off coupon, buy a lot of shoes. And then that way, when you do that, you'll have like 50,000 points, 20,000 points, and you can just keep buying the 30% off every time you go.
Yeah.
Because every time you go, you're gonna keep buying more shoes. At least that's how we do it. If you're starting out, it's different. Maybe you don't have the cash flow, you don't have the money, but that's how we do it.
Yeah. After you get like 20,000 points and you buy like you spend 8K points, then you buy um at least like 30 shoes. If you spend like $500, you would get the 8,000 points back, and you restock it. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, it's not. Didn't know that about the Addy Club. Yeah, man. I mean, I can show you when we go over there because I'm gonna be at Adidas too. But yeah, 48 minutes in. I think we're gonna call it here, you guys. Um, I appreciate anybody who's been in the stream asking any questions. If you're going to FlipCon, let us know so we can see you there. We're gonna be there next week. Um, and yeah, thank you guys for watching and tuning in tonight.
Yeah. No live stream next week.
Yeah, no live stream. Maybe we'll do a Instagram live. I said that last time we were going to Houston,
Poor
but we
guy.
never did it. Yeah, but we might go live on Instagram. That's about it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching the stream. We'll see you guys next time
Thank you. See you.
and stay great.